Welcome to Ask Lewis with Serafina.
Hey everybody, welcome to the very first Ask Lewis. Now, I'm not Lewis, obviously, but he's going to answer a bunch of questions that you guys have asked us on the social platforms. So I've got them all here. Now I'm going to ask Lewis and then he's going to answer them. And thank you guys for putting out all those questions. I love this. Like, just keep putting them out there. Ask anything. There's no such thing as a dumb question, because if you're thinking about it, somebody else will be thinking about it. All right. So here's Lewis.
Hello everybody. Hello. All right, Serafina, shoot me some questions.
I've got a big list here.
Excellent. Okay.
All right, we'll just start at the top and then take it from there. Okay. What do I need to know before going tubeless? And this is from Chris on YouTube.
Okay. Hello, Chris. First of all, when we're talking about tubeless, there tends to be 4 different parts of tubeless that you sort of need, 4 main aspects, and we're talking tyres, valves, rim tape, and sealant. Now there's variables in each of them, but that's sort of the long and short of it. When I talk about tyres, I mean, it has to say on the side of the tyre somewhere, tubeless ready. When we talk about valves, there's a difference between a tubeless valve and just a normal tube. When we look at a tubeless valve, they look like this, where it's just a normal valve, but then obviously it doesn't lead into any tube here. It just leads straight into the air, I suppose. So again, tyres, valves. We've got some special rim tape as well, and the rim tape looks just like normal rim tape, but it's kind of a bit plasticky as opposed to cotton, so it means that the liquid can't seep through it, which will then seep through the spoke holes. So that's what keeps it airtight. So tyres, valves, rim tape, and then sealant is the last bit. Sealant is just this liquid that goes in here. It's thicker than milk, but not as thick as yogurt. It's just a nice sort of, I'm going to say thick consistency because I don't know the right words there.
Can I just jump in? I call it goop.
Goop, okay, goop. Let's go with goop. Tyre goop. And you put that straight in through the valve, and it will wash around all inside here. And hopefully, while you're riding along, touch wood, if you were to get a flat tyre and a puncture, a thorn goes in there and comes back out, this goop is hopefully what can seal up the hole from the inside while the wheel's rotating. So 4 aspects: tyres, valves, rim tape, sealant. Next question.
And actually, can I just say as well, I'm going to turn Fredo into tubeless, because it's tubeless ready, right?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. We'll make it tubeless for sure.
And so we'll make a video on that, so we can show you guys.
Perfect.
Yeah, that'll be really fun.
Yeah, for sure.
You can do all the work, I'll just watch.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
All right, so next question, and this is from Rob C. Hey Rob.
Hello Rob.
So Rob's a good friend over in America, so yeah, you'll get a few questions from him, which is very cool.
Awesome, look forward to it.
Are you a master mechanic, and if so, where did you get your training?
All right, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I have been working on bikes for a little while. I wouldn't go as far as to say a master mechanic. I don't think I'll ever be the best. There's always someone out there that's better than me. There's always something new that I can learn. But in regards to where I got my training, there wasn't necessarily any dedicated training as such. I've been working in bike shops as a bike mechanic for almost 10 years now. So I guess my answer to that is just simply time in the industry. I've been repairing tubes, I've been fixing gears, I've been adjusting bearings and bolts ever since the start of my working career, I suppose. So in regards to training, literally just by doing it and making mistakes and having to work out how to fix those mistakes is my answer to that. Yeah, what's the next question?
Awesome. Okay, this one from Celinda on Strava. Hey Celinda, over in Canada. Yeah, is there a trick to finding the correct float with cleats?
Ooh, okay, that's a very good question. Almost quite an advanced question, I'd say. With most brands of clip-in pedal, most of the time they'll make, I think, 3 different levels of float. What the float is talking about is how much your foot can wriggle on the cleat before it actually unclips. So, looking at the float, like I said, 3 different categories, you'll find that probably 90% of people will be in that first one that has quite a bit of float. What that's going to do is it's going to take a little bit of strain off of your knee. So we're talking about how much your foot can move before it actually unclips. So if it's solid and the cleat's not set up properly, it'll feel like your foot can't move at all and your knee will struggle to sort of rotate as it should. So having a little bit of float is more comfortable, having less float is more efficient. So when you look at your high-end racing people, they'll often have a really stiff 0 or maybe 2 degree float, a very, very small amount compared to 6 or 9 like a comfortable one, but a very small amount, and it just means that all of that power that they're pushing into the pedal actually goes into the bike. None of it gets sort of rotated. So I would say stick with the more float because it's more comfortable, and as you get into your racing career then you can start trying with the other ones, but I would say they're not all what they're worth unless you're really into your racing. Next question.
Next question is again from Rob. What is your favourite bike that you currently own? You have to choose one.
Oh,
what's your favourite?
If I was stuck on a desert island with only one bike, what would it be? Honestly, I've got to say my Cervelo S5 at the moment. I've worked in bike shops for 10 years, like I said. One of the things that I usually do working in bike shops is every 6 months I tend to get a new bike, and I'd always sort of roll it over. I'd sell one and buy a new one, and I'd always just have whatever the latest product was. This Cervelo, I've had it for 2.5 years because I haven't found anything that's as fast as it, or sprints as well as it, or goes up the hill as well as it. I'm sure there's possibly better bikes out there that you can buy, but in my opinion, this is the fastest bike money can buy. You see it in the Tour de France and all this sort of stuff as well, and it's won plenty of stages and overall races. On paper, it probably is one of the best bikes out there, but I like mine because I put all the pink bits on it as well, so I've kind of put my own character on it. So, Cervelo S5. Next question.
Excellent. So, this is from Sarah, who sent this message through on email. What is the most popular hill to cycle up in Adelaide?
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, very good question. For those who are not familiar with Adelaide, you've got the beach down here, then you've got the city, and you've pretty much got hills that wrap all around us. At the top of the hill, there's a place called Mount Lofty. There's a bunch of really popular cycling climbs that sort of follow like veins all the way, and they pretty well all finish at Mount Lofty, more or less. I would say the most popular climb in Adelaide is the extension of this road that I'm on, called McGill Road, which changes its name to Norton Summit. I'm sure there's someone that probably studies Strava a little bit more than me that can tell me the exact number, but I would imagine that Norton Summit probably has the most people ride up it each day of the week, would be my guess. Norton Summit.
Yeah, definitely. And I think
Yeah.
Pat Yonker, we had him on here a few times, and he won the Tour Down Under back in 2004.
Yeah.
He said it's one of the most ridden Strava segments globally.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Cool.
So
Right.
yeah, I think because until people come over for the Tour Down, but people come here specifically to
Yeah.
ride
Wow.
Norton Summit. So,
Oh my gosh, that's my commute.
Yeah. We're so
Nice.
lucky.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll call that a wrap. I think we've answered enough questions today. Like we were saying before, send through all your questions as well. You can send them on email as a reply to a comment in this YouTube video, Instagram, Facebook, Strava, whatever it is. Send a message to either of us, and we'll hopefully dive into some more next week, I think.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. See you
Absolutely.
later.
See you next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye.